Hi everybody, and welcome to She Shaves with your host Jill. And you get a gold star if you guess that I'm Jill. So if you're a new viewer, welcome. Pull up a chair, grab a beverage, put on some tunes for yourself, and let's sit back, interact with each other, learn something, laugh together. Let's have fun. And for the regular viewers, welcome back to you. I love you guys, you know that. So tonight is the last in the series that I've been calling Van Yulay and Vintage. Van Yulay being products that Monica sent to me, some samples from vanyulay.com. And the vintage portion of it is dealing with vintage Gillette razors that are in my shave den. Tonight's soap is, and me, of course, I'm the other vintage portion of this, and a razor blade that I'll be using. So tonight, the soap that I'm going to be using from Van Yulay is an Oud to Jasmine, and it's oud wood, mosses, patchouli, that goes into sweet jasmine and goes deeper into musk, to a musk base. So that's the soap that I'm using today. The razor that I'm using tonight is a Gillette L1 1966 flare tip super speed with a brass handle. And I do have two other super speeds, and one of them is from that trio that some of you probably know about that had the blue tip flare tip, the black tip flare tip, and the red tip flare tip. Now out of that trio, I do have the blue tipped super speed flare tip, and I find it very mild and I don't use it very often. But this particular one is the black handle, and it's a M1, which makes that a 1967 razor, and it's much lighter than the one I'm going to use tonight, which I prefer the heavier handle. It's made with a brass handle. So it is a twist to open. And it does have the date code, like I said, L1, which is 1966. So I would have been a junior in high school. And the blade that I'm going to be using in it is the Gillette Super Stainless Steel blade, the spoiler. And that's from 1984. So that's also vintage. And this is a very efficient, smooth, comfortable razor blade. The best place to try to find some of them is on eBay. That's where I found my two packages that I have. One came in a trio of blades that are razors that I had purchased, and it came with some vintage blades in it too. And the other pack I purchased off of eBay. So that is going to be the razor of choice, and it's going to be on its 6th use. It's a very long-lasting blade, as I've mentioned. Put that in there and close that up. As I mentioned, Chris from Another Cut Above got 21 shaves off of that particular razor blade. So it's very long lasting and it's very efficient. I really love it. So let's see here. I think we're all set, except what we got to do is we got to lather up. And I already started, I'm going to do a bowl lather tonight. Now, I already started this ahead of time because I wanted to time it. And a lot of people have trouble dialing in the Van Yulay soaps. You have to load it very heavily if you're going to do a face shave with it. And you have to be very careful when you do a bowl lather that you only introduce water slowly or you're going to break it. And what you need to do is get it to a yogurty. That's what you need to do, is get it to a yogurty finish. So I'm hoping that once I get this on my face, that it performs as well as I did when I did face shaves. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. It did take 5 minutes to lather this up and get that consistency. So it was very time consuming and laborious. And I don't have that issue with other soaps, but, you know, we'll see how it performs with a bowl lather tonight. So I've already prepped my face. Oh, I'm sorry. The brush that I'm using is from the Psychedelic Collection at West Coast Shaving. This is a 24 millimeter synthetic knot, and this particular one is called the Gumbi. So imagine Gumbi smooshed all together and then sliced up. This is what you might get. So I've already prepped my face with 3 minutes of hot water on a dishcloth that was applied to my face. And I washed my face with the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Cube. And I'm also going to be using this as a pre-shave. So let me wet my face again, and I'll be right back. So have you guys been having a great weekend? I hope. I started feeling better from this acute bronchitis that I have and sinus infection. And then I overdid it yesterday and started feeling like crap again. Today, I totally took it easy. Just sat back, watched a lot of football. Yesterday, my University of Michigan got creamed by Ohio State, which is our big arch rival. And Michigan just didn't show up for that game. And then on Thanksgiving, my Detroit Lions, because I'm born and raised in Michigan, they got creamed by the Bears. But today, can you believe it? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers actually won a game. Man, mark the calendar. So that's the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements pre-shave. I rinse my hands off because that is very, very, very slick. All right, let's get to this. Applying the lather. So let's apply this for... Now it does have a nice consistency here. I do have the yogurt going. As you can see, I got the yogurt going here. Nice peaks. Nice peaks on it, so it looks like it might perform pretty well. I'm impressed with this bowl lather I got tonight. Look at that. Nice. Very nice. Ah, that smells good. Okay, let's clear this. Oh, clear it. I'm adding to the snot track. Let's clear the snot track. And let's clear the lips. Now, I'm going to do something that I don't usually do. I like to buff. If you watch my channel, you know I like to buff. But what I'm going to do is just do straight passes where I don't go over an area again too much without a lot of buffing. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to use my left hand so that I can continue to practice using my left hand for when I use my shavettes. So up here is where I get peach fuzzies and along the ear line. Now, this particular razor does have overhang that you have to be aware of. So, by the nose and by the ear. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Get in there, nose stud. Behave. Okay, that's that side. Let's get to the right side. So I had asked the question in my last video for people to interact with me and tell me if they are collectors of Gillette vintage razors or not, and if so, what they had. And I got some nice responses. One gentleman has his granddaddy's Super Speed, and he's got Gillette adjustable that he's going to be giving to his son and nephews. So that's quite nice. He said he doesn't use them very often himself. He's going to pass them down. I wonder how many owners this razor had. I mean, given 1966, how many hands has this been in? I always wonder that kind of stuff. What's the history behind it? You know, did a lady use it on her legs? Did a father pass it down to his son or grandson? Those kind of things make me think. Okay, so I promised I was only going to do that. So the results are, from that first pass, is this area, of course, I have very little hair. This I need to touch up where I got the fuzzies, and the fuzzies here, and then my trouble area, of course, where I have heavy, coarse, dark hairs here and here. And you guys, that's your trouble spot too, a lot of times. So the second pass is going to be addressing those areas. And then my cleanup or third pass will be some buffing, because I like to chase the BBS. I'm sorry. I make no apologies, really. I will chase a BBS. So let's get some more of this yogurt on. Still peaky. Bah, bah, remember, Ben, bah means no. Okay. Clear the snot track, the lips. Let's go for pass two. I'm going to go across the growth. Rinse, 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 turn the blade. Nice. Okay, let's get to the other side. I'll try to use my left hand. And let's get up there by the fuzzies. Let's get by the ear. Little fuzzies there. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Now, this is the most confounding thing to me. Lately, and these aren't cuts or anything, and they're not zits, but here in this area and here, I am having these hard white balls, and they're not pus or anything like that in them. They're round. They're round, hard balls, and they're deep into the skin, and I've dug at it, and you cannot get that root out. I know Ken BSing. Ken and BS, you know, Ken that does the BSing station. He had that same issue. So I'm wondering, I will have to ask my, oops, left hand, Joe. Very light touch. Let the razor do all the work and the blade. Get in there. Okay. I am getting a tingling from this soap like I have most of her other ones, but I'm not abandoning the shave yet. Okay, let me rinse that off. And let's do a third pass or touch up, whatever we're going to determine it is. Let's whip this bowl lather up. Yep, still got the yogurt going on. No bubbles. That's a good sign. That's always a good sign. And there's no way I'm breaking this lather tonight. It has been very stable for me, as you can see, and performing quite well, which I'm very happy about. It was worth the 5 minutes. There I go again, putting the lather on the whole face. Oh, but like Kevy does, he puts it on his whole face and uses it as a face wash after he's done with his shave, so. Bah, bah, bah. Okay, snot track cleansing. Lip cleansing, and let's go for a third pass. I'm going to go against the growth. And I will be doing some buffing with this. Rinse, rinse, rinse. So I've asked this question before, and let's use the left hand. Do you use both hands when you shave? Your left hand on your left side of your face and your right hand in your right side of your face? Or whichever your dominant hand is. Or do you just use your dominant hand? Okay, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice, and I didn't do a lot of buffing, but I am going to do a finish up here and do some buffing. So hold on. Okay, let's just do that on the trouble area. Get some more of that yogurt. Okay. And let's do some buffing. Getting some stinging up here, so I don't want to get too crazy up there. Okay. All right, that's really good. Get some soap here. Let me grab some soap out of the brush. It's been a very comfortable shave, extremely. Okay, I don't think there's any need to keep chasing this because this is a BBS. But you know me, I like to play with my yogurt. All right. Stop it, Jill. Okay. Let's have one last feel around. Okay, stop, Joe. Okay, that was one heck of a comfortable shave, so don't go away. I'm going to rinse off, a hot water rinse, and then a cold water rinse. Stay there. Sit down. Oh. Might wash your egg. Oh, that felt good. I don't like the discomfort, but we all know that Yulay is very strong scented and heavy on the different oils and scents. So I'm not dying here. All right, cold water rinse. Oh, I love that. Oh, that feels good. Okay, let's dry that up a little. So as I said, this is the last in the series of Yulay and Vintage. Thank you very much again to Monica and Yulay for providing some of the samples that I've been reviewing, and for the great Veterans Day sale she had. the soap and aftershave and balm that I bought from her. So that's good. Now I am going to, for my post-shave, I'm going to use Witch Hazel. And I've put it in this bottle, and it's got lavender in it also. So I love Witch Hazel, as do a lot of you. I put this all over my whole body when I'm done with the bath. When I wash my face in the morning, after I've washed it, I put this on. Okay. Now for the other post shave, what I'm going to be using is Lucky Tiger Aftershave and Face Tonic. And what I'm going to be doing is mixing that in with the Chatillon Luxe, Yuzu, Rose, and Patchouli. And this is a salve, and it's very, very good. Very well scented, wonderful ingredients in it. Shea butter, witch hazel, avocado oil, coconut oil, hemp seed oil, aloe vera acetyl alcohol, emulsifying wax, lanolin, glycerin, and fragrance. And it's very thick. And they do recommend that you put some kind of a liquid with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take very little, and I'm going to put that in the palm of my hand. And then I'm going to take the Lucky Tiger, and this is an aftershave tonic, and I'm going to put a few drops of that in my hand, and then I'm going to emulsify that all together so that it looks like that. Oh, I love the scent of that. Oh, that Yuzu, Rose, and Patchouli. Wonderful. Wonderful scent. That feels so good at my face. Takes a while to get that salve in, but it does soak into the skin pretty darn quick. I'll even run it in my hair afterwards. All right, let me rinse my hands. And we will do a recap. Let me cover everything up here so if I knock it over, it doesn't spill. And let's get the eyeballs. All right, so again, the soap that I used tonight was Van Yulay's an Oud to Jasmine. Very nice, oud wood and mosses. Patchouli going into sweet jasmine and a musk base. And I used my 1966 Flare Tip Super Speed dated an L1. Very good razor, very good razor. I got a very smooth shave from this. And the pre-shave, of course, was my Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, the Cube. And I have it on the docking station that they sell. And the blade I used was the Spoiler 1984 Super Stainless Steel blade. And that was on the 6th use. Did I leave anything out? I do not think so. So I think pretty soon we can call this a wrap. Now, for the new viewers, or anybody that hasn't done it that's viewing, if you would so kindly, please subscribe to the channel. Pretty please. If you got some information and you like this video, please hit the like button. And don't forget, that little dingy-dongy next to the subscribe button is there for a reason. It's going to let you know when I have my next video uploaded. You do not want to miss anymore. So I'm going to be moving on to a new razor that I've been using for about a week and a half. And that is going to be the Game Changer. And it's going to be the 6.8 blade gap one. And I'm looking forward to doing that. So I hope you'll join me for that video also. So without further ado, I will say good night to you. Oh, I'm a poet and didn't know it. So again, thank you for coming, and we'll see you soon. Love you guys. You know that.